Understanding annulment. Legal aspects of marital status. Hey there, English language learners. Welcome to our video on the legal aspects of marital status. In this video, we'll focus on a specific topic within this category: annulment. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what annulment means and how it differs from divorce. So, let's get started. Annulment is a legal process that declares a marriage null and void, as if it never existed in the first place. Unlike divorce, which ends a valid marriage, an annulment treats the marriage as if it never happened legally. This can be due to various reasons, such as fraud, bigamy, underage marriage, or lack of consent. It's important to note that annulment laws can vary between countries and jurisdictions. Therefore, it's crucial to consult the specific laws applicable in your region if you're seeking an annulment. Now, let's explore some common grounds for annulment. Lack of consent. One possible ground for annulment is the lack of consent from one or both parties at the time of the marriage. If either person was forced or coerced into the marriage, or if they were unable to understand the nature of the marriage contract due to mental incapacity, the marriage could be annulled. Fraud or misrepresentation. Fraud or misrepresentation can also be grounds for annulment. If one spouse deceived the other with false information that affected their decision to marry, the marriage can be considered voidable. Examples of fraud could include lying about one's identity, occupation, or intention to have children. Bigamy or polygamy. If one of the spouses was already married to someone else at the time of the marriage, it's considered bigamy. Similarly, if a marriage involves more than two people simultaneously, it's referred to as polygamy. In both cases, the marriage can be annulled. Underage marriage. Marriage involving underage individuals can be annulled in many jurisdictions. If one or both parties were below the legal age of consent to marry, the marriage is typically considered voidable. Impotence or incest. In certain cases, impotence or incestuous relationships can serve as grounds for annulment. If a spouse is unable to engage in sexual intercourse or if the marriage involves close relatives, it may be considered voidable. When an annulment is granted, the legal effects differ from those of divorce. In general, an annulled marriage is considered void from the beginning, as if it never legally existed. This means that parties can't claim marital property rights, and in some cases, there may not be a need for spousal support. However, it's important to consult the specific laws in your jurisdiction, as the effects of annulment can vary. In some cases, there may still be issues related to child custody, child support, and the division of assets, depending on the circumstances surrounding the annulled marriage. Congratulations! You've reached the end of our video on annulment, a legal aspect of marital status. Now you have a better understanding of what annulment means and the grounds on which a marriage can be annulled. Remember that annulment is distinct from divorce, as it treats the marriage as if it never legally existed. We hope this information has been helpful to you. If you have any further questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please